Divorce planners. My name is Stacy Champion. I am here to help teach the American people about our divorce industry. I am also here to help people divorce with some integrity and walk away better human beings. I believe this is possible by doing your own divorce. So our first videos on divorce planners are going to be going state by state, introducing people to the self-help in your state. This will help you understand the paperwork and the process and what will be expected of you in this process in your life. As many of you know or have witnessed, family and friends going through divorce that gets strung on for years by a divorce attorney. This process is expensive. It breaks people beyond repair oftentimes. So we will be educating people on the divorce industry as well in this YouTube channel. So we're going to get started right away with going state by state. If there's a state that doesn't allow a divorce, then we will enter into that a little bit later on in videos later. So far, I have a few states that we'll have to come back and visit. We are going to be introducing the step-by-step processes. I do advise that you look at the notices from your courts. You look at any links that will be beneficial to you. And as I go state by state, you'll see where some of those things are. Understand the process of coming into a hearing alone without an attorney. And if you're both in agreement, the process is extremely easy for yourself and for the courts. Now, obviously, if you want to DIY your own divorce and divorce with some integrity, then you will probably understand that here at Divorce Planners, I am not an attorney. I do not give legal advice. Okay, welcome back. We're going to do Maine, and I hope it's a lot easier to get through than Louisiana was. So let's see. So Maine courts help divorce parenting responsibilities. So we're going to see if this is. Okay, so divorce is a legal process to end a marriage. So here is how you can get divorced when you live in Maine. To get divorced in Maine, parental responsibilities. So they have see more information for filing a divorce. So here's a guide to family separation. Here's a co-parenting. I don't think that during COVID would matter, but there's a co-parenting. I'm sure that COVID aside, it still has good information in it. State, and this is something you're going to need to learn to do if you're going to get divorced without a lawyer and you guys are going to move forward in a civil way for your children. So you're going to have to learn to co-parent. I always tell people if you can't get along in your marriage, you're going to have to learn to get along in your divorce. So, and then statewide child and family related resources, court forms. Let's see, I just want to look here. I always like to look for a guideline. So let's go to court form. Court forms. Let's see. Parental rights. I just want to see first if we can find. I really like it when they give you a flow chart or a guideline or something. So this is good. This is information on the court process, court forms you will need, and how to proceed with the court. So let's just go to this right here. All right, you're going to have to gather information. So they're going to give you, you need to get some information together, obviously, for what they're going to need in the documentation. So what you want to do, then, oh, this is beautiful. Maine has a beautiful website. So then you go and you fill out court forms. So you're going to petition for the divorce. You have to make an action to go. So these are all the documents. It looks like they're going to walk you step by step. And if you want, I would print this page so that but I like a physical copy. So that's me. I would print the page so I can mark stuff off the page as I'm doing it. Or you can just go down and do each form. Save them to your computer. This is if you cannot afford the filing fee of $120. This is an application to waive that fee. And then here is how you serve the papers. If you both agree you don't need to serve, you both sign the court papers. That's pretty standard across the country. If you do have to do it, I would do this option right here if you have to serve. You can pay a sheriff to give a copy to the defendant. So if you have to serve the other party, then that's what you do. But the best option is for both people to be in agreement, get the paperwork done. And like I tell everybody, get your agreement. If you are not in full agreement, fill out the paperwork, because you're going to probably have some sort of separation paperwork, which is dividing property, and then there will probably be a parenting plan paperwork. So in those, I just say get everything you agree upon written into that document. Sometimes that's why I like to print one, but if you have it on the screen and you're saving it, then you can come back to it, move on. If you're getting in an argument or getting hung up on one piece, move on to the next piece. And get it filled out. So anyway, and then here it's telling you what to do with the forms. So it looks like, for the most part, Maine is fairly easy to walk through on getting a divorce. So that is where I'm going to leave Maine for now, because I am just right now trying to show people how to get the process started. All right, so Maine, you got it easy. Your courts love ya. So respect your judge when you go in there and have all your paperwork done and complete.